Good evening. Thank you for setting up this forum. I'm happy to have a second chance to speak in my home region. As I mentioned in Charlotte, I'm glad that I had the chance to learn union activism in this region. I had the chance to build my skills here because it gives me an advantage that my opponents do not have. Here in the Right to Work South, we know that it takes more than just traditional labor tools to be effective. We've always had to be innovative to achieve successes for our members, and I'm proud to have learned under some of the strongest labor relations advocates in our union. In this region, we have always understood that we need to build a solid foundation of labor relations, but that foundation is not enough. This region allowed me to build a diverse set of skills and serve our union at the facility, state, regional, and national level, across the spectrum of our work, from traditional labor relations to safety and technology and in the legislative arena. We've seen a lot together, and we've won. From defending our 5% when I first served this region in the legislative arena, to defending our bargaining rights when I chaired our National Legislative Committee. I took those tools to Washington when you elected me as your Executive Vice President. With a decidedly anti-labor president, supported by a Republican House and Senate, we achieved a moratorium on contracting out, won $35 million in earmarks to hire more controllers, fought back changes to our early retirement, got our members' jobs back when they were targeted by the administration, and became the union that Jane Garvey called the most influential in government. And we found a champion in Barack Obama. These things did not come easily or by accident. It took preparation, foresight, continual effort, and involvement from every member across the country, members in every NACA facility and in every bargaining unit. We have these successes not by waiting for a Democrat majority in Congress, but by building a NACA majority. I promised that in 2000, and when it came time to choose between the party line and NACA, by the time my term ended, 72 Republican members of Congress sided with NACA. It is easier to win when your friends are in power, but you have to continue to fight. Just because they're your friends doesn't mean you get victory. We've seen that over the last 2 years. Our issues are good issues. We need to continue to build coalitions to protect our facilities from being split, consolidated, and contracted out. We must lead with sound arguments that appeal to the communities we serve. If we talk only about ourselves, we will lose. We are an important part of this country's infrastructure. Our efficiency will aid in the economic recovery, and if we are dismantled, it will lag behind. Our communities depend on us, but we must make the case for them. Our issues are not about 15,000 NACA members, but about 300 million Americans. I ask respectfully for your vote for president of this union. I want to thank Memphis for hosting this forum. It's really been a fantastic one, and I do believe it's forum number 9. So we've heard each other quite a lot, but we had an opportunity to hear questions that we hadn't heard at other forums, and that was a great feat that you should be very proud of it, because we have heard a lot of the same questions. There's something very special about running for NACA office, because it's an opportunity that you don't have after the election. When you are talking to our members face to face, there are no barriers. I've been to 72 facilities on this campaign, and I'll be to 100 before it's over. People will talk to you in a way that when you are asking for their vote, that they won't once you have the job. And it is tremendously valuable. What I have seen across the country is this intense passion, not just from our veteran members, but from our new members. Our members that have yet to see their own union succeed, they want to do something. They want to be part of their future, and we need to give them that opportunity. There are ways to get there. In order to involve our members, that passionate group of people that want to do more, each and every one of you and the people in your facilities that have something to offer, we have to give them those opportunities by making sure they know what's going on, that they're informed about their union strategies, and that they have an opportunity to agree and disagree, to offer new ideas, to offer new solutions, to offer their talents without being afraid that they will either be ignored or shut down, or that they won't get the training. We have a tremendous capacity in our organization to train, not just to have the national office train, but to train one another, to use our talents to expand the talent base of our membership, and people want to do it. NATCA can use that power to create influence that we have seen in the past and greater. We have a system that people care about. The national airspace system is important to America. Our issues need to be put in that context. When we're talking about influencing members of Congress, yes, our relationships are very important. But when they cast their vote, they think about all of their constituents. They think about the 665,000 people that live in their district, and if 20 or 50 or 400 of them are air traffic controllers, they'll listen. But if 300,000 of them care about an issue, they'll vote our way. They'll champion our issue. Our influence is not just building relationships with members of Congress, but building relationships with our communities, with the aviation community, with the people who live around the airports, with the people who fly, with the people who care about whether or not a plane crashes into their house. That is where we have real power. When we talk about our issues in terms of building a better system for America, we find more allies. And our relationships with members of Congress are bolstered by public opinion. We can't just rely on our legislative activists. We have pilots, flight instructors, aviators, teachers. We have people across our union that can reach across to their friends and neighbors and build a more effective organization that influences the future of our policy. We have an opportunity today to shape aviation in America for a generation, not for an election. And if we do not take advantage of that opportunity, we will be the victims of the next election. When the Democrats have swung too far and the Republicans take it back, we can't be about waiting for a Democratic majority and putting all of our resources into preserving it. It must include the NATCA majority, that our issues are election-proof, that regardless of what party you're in, you have to care about what we have to say. That happens when it's not just 15,000 union members, but 300 million Americans. Our message has to be bigger. Thank you. I have 51 seconds left, so I get to close with my favorite. I am Ruth Marlin. I am running for president of NATCA. I will work every day before the election to earn your vote. I will answer any question. I will respond to any query. I will listen to any criticism. And I will ensure that after the election, I will work every day to make you proud you cast it. Thank you.